Who's thinking about buying football in June? Well, with the super early bird football promotion at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, we have a few reasons why. Early bird pricing for NFL and college football combo is $8.99, but using coupon code FOOTBALL100, you can take $100 off, dropping the price to $7.99. If you purchase by June 30th and use coupon code FOOTBALL100 to get your $100 discount, we'll also toss in an additional bonus. On July 4th, we'll take the highest scoring MLB game of the day and give you $10 for every run scored. Yes, so if July 4th, the highest scoring game is 10-9, you will get $190 in wager bucks to use how you choose. This super early bird $100 discount using Football 100 and wager bucks bonus expires on June 30th with no exceptions. So if you plan to bet football this year, this is the lowest price we will offer. So act fast and lock in your favorite football handicappers in both NFL and college football through the national championships and Super Bowl.
Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Prop Shop. I am Andy Lang from WagerTalk.com. We are here to give you 15 minutes of winners. Joining me, as always, the great and the profitable Ariel Epstein, the prop queen. You can find her on Yahoo Sports and MLB Network. Ariel, we're going to get right into it. We got to get through these. You got several pitcher props and K props. I've got some batter props. But first off, you had a really good play on Molly in the Reds and Diamondbacks. They're in the second inning right now. Just tell us a little bit about what you liked about Molly going into this. And I know we've got some other K props. We'll get into those in just a second. Tell me what you liked about Molly before we get going.
The Cincinnati Reds starter is Tyler Mahle this afternoon. Game just started. I liked his over 5.5 strikeouts. The Arizona Diamondbacks have the fourth highest K rate against right-handed pitchers. They're 24-12. Those righties went up against the Diamondbacks this year, over under their K prop, averaging just over 5 strikeouts a start. Mahle has gone up against a few teams this year that have a top 10 or top 15 K rate. San Diego Padres are one of them. He fell just short at 5, but he had Pittsburgh. He had 8. Pittsburgh again, he had 6. There have been certain circumstances for Mahle where he has gone over this 5.5 number against those high K rate teams. Last year, he also had 6 and 9 against Arizona. He has that prior experience against the D-backs. That's why I like Mahle over 5.5 strikeouts for this game that's going on right now. So you can't bet it anymore, unfortunately.
Well, you're off and running because he has 3 and it's only the second inning. So you're doing really good. And unfortunately, live betting has got a 6.5 at -170. But great analysis and good stuff like always. Let's get to the rest of your K props for today. We got 3 of them, all actionable. So start us off with Trevor Rogers and what you like about him today.
The Miami Marlins left-hander Trevor Rogers is on the mound. He's up against the Washington Nationals, who have the lowest K rate against right-handed pitchers. Lefty starters this year are 5-11 over under their K prop, averaging just under 4 strikeouts a game when up against the Nationals. Rogers has yet to go over 4.5 strikeouts this year when up against a team with a bottom 15 K rate against left-handers. It's really unfortunate because Rogers was a player last year who I absolutely loved to bet overs on in the first half of the season. Unfortunately, he's just not that way this year, under 4.5 strikeouts for Rogers. Apologies for my dogs. I'm at my parents' place.
You don't ever have to apologize for puppies and dogs. Dog lover over here. So let's get to James Caprillion. Actually, you just go ahead with both of these pitchers. You got props in both of these guys, right?
Correct. For the Oakland-Cleveland game, I like the under 3.5 strikeouts for the Oakland starter, James Caprillion. He's a right-handed pitcher. The the Guardians have the lowest K rate against right-handed pitchers this year. Righties 8-25 over under their K prop, averaging just under 4 strikeouts to start up against the Guardians. Caprillion's another pitcher that he's gone up against teams with a bottom 15 K rate. He has not gone over this number yet when up against a team that's bottom 15 in K rate against righties. When you've got the Guardians, go under on right-handed pitchers. That's what I'm doing with Caprillion and his 3.5 number. The other pitcher, Cleveland's left-handed pitcher, Connor Pilkington. I'm going with his over of 5.5 strikeouts. This number scares me a bit because it does feel a little high. However, if you do look back to the games where Pilkington's gone up against a team that has a top 15 K rate against left-handers the way that the Oakland Athletics do, you would notice that he only threw 2 innings in those games. That was against the Giants and the Yankees. In those 2 innings, he had 2 strikeouts. That scared me at first, and I said, oh, he only threw 2 innings. The last couple of games, he's thrown for 5 innings, 3 1/3, 3 2/3, against a team like Oakland, who has the 11th ranked K rate against left-handed pitchers, with lefties 9-6 over under. Their K prop this year went up against the Athletics, averaging 5 strikeouts a start. This number on Pilkington, if he is going, let's say 4 to 5 innings now, he could get this number against the Athletics over 5.5 strikeouts on Pilkington.
Great stuff from Ariel Epstein. 3 wonderful K props that everyone can take right now. Ariel, I'm gonna go to the batter side, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with. I'm going to start with Andrew Velasquez. Let's start with Andrew Velasquez. This is actually a client play. This is part of the MLB pack that I have on WagerTalk.com right now. I'm taking under half a hit. He's batting 178 this year, and it's actually gotten worse. This poor guy is 0 for 19 his last 7 games. He's facing Nick Pivetta, who's given up only 1 earned run his last 2 games. He's hitting 152 against righties. He's 15 for 99 against righties this season. I will say Velasquez is actually betting 1,000 against Nick Pivetta, but it's only 1 for 1. He's only faced him 1 time. So look at Velasquez under half a hit. I'm also going to go with Bryson Stott over half a hit. Not impressive numbers over the course of the season. On May 29th, he was hitting 114, but now he's hitting 188. He's 10 for 26 his last 7 games. He's facing Corbin Burns, who I'm sure you know, not been fantastic recently. He's given up 37 hits in his last 7 games. Stott is better against righties than he is against lefties. We're getting a really, really good price on Stott to just get over 1 hit here. And then finally, this is a quick one. Stephen Voigt under half a hit. 16 this season. Hasn't played a whole lot. Came back, and he's just not hitting the ball at all. So give me Velasquez under half a hit, Stott over half a hit, and Stephen Voigt under half a hit. Ariel, tell everyone where we can find you.
I want to add one more thing because I want WagerTalk to cut this up, put it on social. These other strikeout props I am giving out. However, I want to give this one out because I'm not going to give it out anywhere else because it's a plus money play. I don't love giving out plays that are at plus 130 for strikeout props because there's a reason for it. Sometimes it's fishy. However, this is good value. I could see if he has a good outing, this strikeout prop hitting. It's the St. Louis Cardinals right-hander, Miles Mikolas. I forget if this is a later game or an afternoon game. I have to double check. However, his over 5.5 strikeouts has value at plus 130. The Tampa Bay Rays have the 3rd highest K rate against right-handed pitchers, with righties 22 and 13 over under their K prop. They're averaging just over 5 strikeouts a game when up against right-handed starters this year, the Rays. Mikolas is doing a great job in striking out some batters. Mikolas has gone over this number against teams like Milwaukee, Arizona, Milwaukee twice. All these teams that have top 15 K rates against right-handed pitchers. That's why I would look to his over of 5.5 strikeouts in plus money, because even though he might get 5, and that seems to be the Mikolas key number, if he's dealing today against the Rays, then there's a good chance that plus money could come into play and get the plus 130. If you're looking for something that could just give you a decent payout and have a little bit of fun, the 5.5 number on Mikolas is generous for a plus 130.
You can grab that right now in the Cardinals and Rays game. So, Ariel, you're so busy, the hardest working woman in show business at times. Tell everyone where we can find you.
Make sure to download the Yahoo Sports app or sports.yahoo.com. My Twitter is Ariel Epstein. I also am on MLB Network, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on MLB Network. However, I am not going to be on today because, I don't know, we don't have a show today for some reason. We'll be back tomorrow, though, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the network.
I'm going to get you into hockey props. We are on a 46
Please,
and
get them to me because I honestly hate the NBA. You asked me this before the show. You said anything in NBA. I said, no, I'm done with this sport. I have lost my 3 out of my 4 props by the hook in the last 2 games. I'll take hockey. Let me get away from the NBA.
All right. Well, we're on a 46-13 run, 46-16 run. So something insane. Hockey playoff player props are incredible. Unfortunately, we only got one series going on right now, but this time next year, you and I are going to be rocking the hockey props.
I could see those shots on goals props being really, really valuable because I know in the NFL, I love attempt props way more than I love actual completions or rushing yards or passing yards. I'd rather go for the attempts market in the NFL. I see those shots on goals or the attempts, etc., being really profitable in hockey, no doubt.
What great foreshadowing. NFL season kind of sneaking up on us right around the corner there.
Scary.
It's gonna be great. Ariel, thank you so much. You can find her at Yahoo Sports, MLB Network. I'm Andy Lang from WagerTalk.com. MLB pack is up, NHL pack is up, and auto racing. I'm gonna slowly get you into hockey props. Auto racing. Okay. I'll take my time on.
I know NASCAR. It's all good.
Okay. All right, I do NASCAR and Formula One every week. We got Formula One. Believe it or not, we're betting on Formula One practice tomorrow. That's
okay. Now you're pushing it.
We're hitting 65% of our plays. Don't knock Formula One practice betting until
I'll just go in blind and trust you.
Just trust me. Take Charles Leclerc to do really, really well in the first practice. He's probably going to be fastest. So, all right, Ariel, thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, follow her on social media. Follow me. I'm at Bump Sports. Good luck. Let's have a profitable Thursday. We'll see you next week for another edition of Prop Shop.
Who's thinking about buying football in June? Well, with the super early bird football promotion at WagerTalk and Sports Memo, we have a few reasons why. Early bird pricing for NFL and college football combo is $8.99, but using coupon code FOOTBALL100, you can take $100 off, dropping the price to $7.99. If you purchase by June 30th and use coupon code FOOTBALL100 to get your $100 discount, we'll also toss in an additional bonus. On July 4th, we'll take the highest scoring MLB game of the day and give you $10 for every run scored. Yes, so if July 4th, the highest scoring game is 10-9, you will get $190 in wager bucks to use how you choose. This super early bird $100 discount using Football 100 and Wager Bucks bonus expires on June 30th with no exceptions. So if you plan to bet football this year, this is the lowest price we will offer. So act fast and lock in your favorite football handicappers in both NFL and college football through the national championships and Super Bowl.